Welcome everybody to part 12 of the Pokemon Gold walkthrough, where in this part, pretty much the only thing that's going to be going on is the National Park. We're going to be doing the contest, we're going to be going through against some of the hidden items, finding the trainers in here, you got it. Now, here we go, bug catching contest. I actually did some research, and I truly know how the point system actually works in this, because I didn't get it at first. And I didn't get it when I recorded this video, and I figured I'd do some research to explain it for people who are unaware, because the point system can be a little bit confusing at first, and here's how it goes. Your point system is based on a lot of factors. For one, it's based on the stats of the Pokemon you catch. They combine the attack, the defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. You add all 5 of those together. Then it's times by a multiplayer, which is affected by one main thing and probably a couple other things depending. The one main thing that the multiplier is affected by is the health of the Pokemon when you catch it. The higher health it is, the higher the multiplier goes. And I think it's between 1.8 and 3 depending on your health. So in other words, if you catch, a Pokemon that's like in the red, you're not going to get as high points as, say, if you catch one that's in the green, or still has 100% health, And then I also hear that it also determines how many attempts you have at throwing the Pokeball. Like, the more you have to do it to finally get it, the multiplier goes down too. That one's not fully confirmed. The only ones that are confirmed is that it adds all the stats together and it is multiplied by depending on where your health system's at. Who says Pokemon in video games can't involve school and math and learning and shit like that, I know? But I found this very interesting, because for the longest time I had no idea how the point system actually worked, I thought it was just based on levels, which in a sense it is, because the higher levels, the better stats, but it's mainly the stats that affect it. So there you go. If you want to win at the bug catching contest, then figure out the best stats that you can and go from there. But I end up just catching myself a Beedrill because, it's a freaking Beedrill. So here's what you can catch in the bug catching contest, Caterpies, Weedles, Metapods, Kakunas, Paris, Venonat, Butterfree, Beedrill, Scyther, and Pinsir. Caterpie, Weedle, 20%, Metapod, Kakuna, Paris, Venonat, 10%, Butterfree, Beedrill, Scyther, and Pinsir, 5%. Bug catching contests go on every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so if you want to go back there to get a Scyther or a Pinsir or such, then there you go. Also, because of the fact that, it's a bug catching contest, you can actually catch Pokemon from the other generation. You can actually get yourself a Weedle, a Kakuna, and a Beedrill in gold, even though they're silver exclusive in the bug catching contest. It doesn't even matter. Also in the bug catching contest, you can actually use a Super Rod in that water area and catch yourself a Krabby. Go figure. I didn't even know this. Well, okay, maybe it's not part of the contest, but in that pond you can fish yourself for a level 40 Krabby, but again, only if you have the Super Rod. You can leave the contest. It's like it gives you about a half an hour or 20 minutes. I think it's like 20 minutes to go out and catch whatever. I took 3rd place. They give you a gold berry, which is basically it's like a berry, but it does 30 HP instead of 20 HP. So there you go. And I think number 1 prize is you get yourself a Sunstone, which is mainly for like Seedot to go in Sunflora, and to get a Gloom to go into a Blossom. And I think those are the only 2 in this generation that affects it that way, so there you go. As far as the second prize is, I'm not sure. I think it's like another kind of berry, but it's better. This is the first time I've ever taken 3rd place, so I had no idea what a gold berry was, so I decided to go down and give it a little bit of a check. But yeah, that's another thing that was interesting to me, is the fact that you can actually fish in that pond there, and actually has Krabbies. Go figure. There are 4 trainers to fight here. They're pretty easy. You've got 2 items you can get: a full heal and TM Dig, and another hidden item. I can't remember what the other hidden item was, though. Or is the hidden item the full heal? There's another hidden item here. I'll be showcasing it. And you can also talk to a lady to get yourself a Quick Claw, which I'll be doing here after taking care of these 2 trainers. When you're not in the bug catching contest, then it differs a little bit on what you can catch in this area. And here we go. Caterpies, 50% in the morning, 30% in the afternoon. Weedles, 50% morning, 30% afternoon as well. Metapods, Kakunas, 30% morning, afternoon, not at night for any of those. And since it's not in the contest, it does go back to Caterpie, Metapod, Gold, Weedle, Kakuna, Silver only. Only in the contest can you get that lucky. You can get a Nidoran, male and female in the Crystal version only, 30% morning and afternoon. Pidgeys you can run into, 20% in the morning, 15% in the afternoon, no chance at night. Crystal version, you can run into a Ladybug, 20% only in the morning. Sunkern. Okay, Sunkern's the one that goes into the flower thing. I completely forgot what it was called now. I think I called the Sunkern a Seedot, and Seedot's in Generation 3, so that's my bad. But Sunkern you can get here, Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Gold and Silver, 20%, 25% in the afternoon only, whereas Crystal is 20% in the afternoon only. And Sunkern, again, is the one that you can use the Sunstone to get it to a Sunflora. There we go, Sunflora. Can't believe I called it Seedot earlier. Jesus. You can run into a Hoot Hoot, 100% at night. So that's if you ever come here at night, that's all you're going to be running into. Unless you're playing the Crystal version, then it's 40% Hoot Hoot, 20% Spinarak, 30% Psyduck, that's a new one, and 10% Venonat. So, obviously you're going to be getting a little bit more, with the Crystal version, more of a variety anyways. That still baffles me that you can get yourself a Krabby in that little pond. That's amazing to me. You talk to this lady here, she's a teacher, and she gives you Quick Claw. What Quick Claw is another one of those held items, kind of like the Miracle Seed and the Charcoal. And what it does, it doesn't work all the time, but it gives you I think it's like a 1 in 5 chance to go first. So basically, if you put it on a slower Pokemon, it's better. In fact, you know what? We got time. I'm going to look this up, because I want to get the actual stat right. As this national park's all we're going to be in, I don't really have to, worry about trying to find some other things. But I'm actually curious as to know what the actual stats are, if it will tell me. I guess it's not gonna tell me. It better tell me. Come on. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, okay, 1 in 5. 20% chance of going first. So, like I said, there's like a 1 in 5 chance. I took a guess, and it actually worked. What do you know? So basically, you throw it on one of your slower Pokemon that obviously has a very weaker speed, and then 1 in every 5 times it'll make it go first. So there you go. That's pretty nice. One thing I wanted to do, but I didn't get around to it because I recorded this on a Thursday, is I wanted to get up to Route 36 to find the guy, because you find one of the weak siblings. In fact, we're going to be running into 2 weak siblings. Not next week, because next week's going to be Phoenix Wright, but the week after that, we'll be running into both of them, because Thursday is Arthur, who's the only weekday sibling that doesn't have their first name start with the same letter as, the actual week. He'll be on Route 36, I believe, and then Sunday, I think it's Sunny of Sunday, will be on Route 37. So I'm going to get those recorded so that, I can showcase that. And because I wanted to get it in this video, but I didn't want this video to run too long, and I figured the National Park and these trainer battles would be good enough, not to mention the fact that I completely forgot to make this video for today. So I ended up waking up in the middle of the night yesterday, right before midnight, thank God, and had to jump on here and get this recorded pretty quickly. So by the time I would have gotten to the point where he was, it probably would have been Friday, because I got this done at like 11:30 or so. Well, not done, I started at around 11:30 or so. And the fact that I had to take 2 takes with this, because of the fact that the National Park contest took me forever to get a Beedrill. So, because of that, it was hitting around midnight, and I wouldn't have been able to get to him anyways, not to mention the fact that there's so many trainers there that I weren't prepared for. I didn't know about any of the hidden items there, and I figured it'd be stupid to try and rush through just to get, one little hell item, and that I could just wait until the next week. And I'm just now remembering that I have a bicycle. But it doesn't help any because, as you're going to see, I am terrible when it comes to using this thing. I bump into everything. But right where that little kid is, you can see it. It's not, it's not really hidden or anything. There's a little fence piece missing, so you can go in the back area. You can get that one Pokeball. I think was the full heal. You get this one, TM28, which is Dig, and then once you go to the right of these trees, you'll be hitting a dead end in the southernmost part of the area, and it'll have a full heal. So there you go. And that's basically all that's going to be in this video, other than the fact that I showcase I can't drive with this thing because I run into everything on my way out, and it's a little bit painful to watch. But, next week, 2 more Phoenix Wright episodes, and then episode 100 I'll be throwing out a special episode, so be prepared for that. And then a week afterwards we're going to be taking care of routes 36, 37, and probably take on the next gym leader right after that. So be sure to check in for that.